women between 25 and 64. We offer bowel cancer screening to men and women aged between 56 and 74. And we offer breast screening to women from the age of 50 up to the time that they turn 71.
How can we prevent cervical cancer?
So cervical cancer is one of the cancers that we can totally eliminate. One of the most important things that we need to do is to make sure that young boys and girls are vaccinated. The vaccination is offered to year 8s and it remains free up until the age of 25. And the benefit of the HPV vaccination is that not only does it prevent cervical cancers, but it can also prevent certain mouth and throat cancers. It can also prevent certain types of anal cancers, and it can prevent genital warts.
What is the role of cervical screening in preventing cancer?
Also very important is taking up the offer for cervical cancer screening. So from the time that you are 25, you'll be offered a cervical cancer screening test, sometimes called a smear test. And if you have HPV, this virus, we check to see if you have any abnormal cervical cells. And if you have those abnormal cervical cells, you'll be offered the opportunity for us to take a closer look and for us to potentially remove those abnormal cells. The combination of HPV vaccine and cervical cancer screening means that we actually have the tools to actually eradicate or eliminate cervical cancer once and for all across the world.
Do women know what to expect when going for breast screening?
You will receive your breast screening invitation for the first time between the age of 50 and 53. And the breast screening test comprises x-rays of the breast. So you'll have 2 x-rays on either side, and this x-ray is called a mammography. The mammography will be done by women, and you'll be asked to undress from above the waist, so it's a good idea to wear a skirt or a trousers. The breast screening test, the mammography, can be painful or uncomfortable, but it only lasts 1 or 2 minutes.
Are some women more likely to get breast cancer than others?
So the risk of breast cancer increases with age. 8 out of 10 breast cancers occur in women over 50. So age is the biggest risk factor for developing breast cancer. There are other risk factors, for example, having a relative who's had breast cancer and certain genetic mutations such as having the BRCA gene. But most women who actually develop breast cancer don't actually have a relative who's had breast cancer, which is why it's so important to attend breast screening. Breast cancer is one of the most common cancers in the UK, and we are all at risk of developing breast cancer as we get older. So when you are invited for your screening test, you should carefully consider the pros and the cons and consider the benefits of attending screening, because it will allow us to detect that breast cancer early when it is too small to feel or to see, and we can actually treat it early and therefore improve your chances of a good treatment outcome and improve the chances of survival.
There is also a campaign running about bowel cancer screening. Is that for men only, or should women do that as well?
Bowel cancer screening is offered to both men and women from the age of 56 to 74. And you'll be sent a bowel cancer screening test kit called a fit kit that you complete at home. You put a small sample of your poo into a test tube and you send it back to the NHS, and we'll send you back your results within 2 weeks. And 98 out of 100 people actually get a normal result and don't require further tests. If you are required to come for further tests, this will usually entail what is called a colonoscopy, where we will take a look inside your bowel to see if you have any signs of cancers or growths called polyps, which we would want to remove, because even though they're not cancerous, they can develop into cancer if they're left in the bowel.
Thanks very much, Joe, for helping us to understand about cancer screening. Do you have any last words before you go?
Yes, it is important for our audience to realize that cancer screening saves lives. So when they receive their invitation letter, they must read the information that is provided very carefully, And if they have any questions, they should discuss those questions or concerns with a health professional that they trust, or to speak to some of our charitable partners like Joe's Trust and the African and Caribbean Healthcare Network. More information is also available online at nhs.uk. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to spread the message that screening saves lives.
Hi, I'm Dr. Donald Palmer and I'm an immunologist. COVID-19 is still with us and making people ill every day, but it's not too late for all adults to book their first or second NHS COVID-19 vaccination. To get these vaccinations while they are still available and protect yourself and those around you, visit nhs.uk/COVID vaccination or call 119.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email and phone number. That's it, you're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clemens, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Check me out. He tells me my energy is making him tired.
Yes!
How do you get the energy to do
I've been told that I have a lot of energy, but my goodness, I think today I have met my match, people. I have met my match, Miss Suzanne. Wow, amazing.
One of the things that's the start of digging the hole of darkness.
So what did that?
Myself and the world will adjust. And 2019.
Forget the proverbial boardroom. Join me, Simone Frazier, on the CEO, the program that gives you the driving seat over your life. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. only on Starr Radio.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820, or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Hi, I'm Dr. Donald Palmer and I'm an immunologist. COVID-19 is still with us and making people ill every day, but it's not too late for all adults to book their first or second NHS COVID-19 vaccination. To get these vaccinations while they are still available and protect yourself and those around you, visit nhs.uk/COVID vaccination or call 119.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Okay, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute each and every one of you, and we sincerely apologize for the late start of the program today. Today is the 27th day of March, the year 2023, and the time now is 11:15, and it's the Starr Radio UK morning show, the Monday edition. We apologize for the late start of the program.
Niebo osele mokobe wachanyuma wangopeno Niebo osele mokobe 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 Niebo osele mokobe 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 Niebo osele mokobe.
Okay, I want to thank you all for joining us. Okay, but if you are listening to us and you can hear some echo, just bear with us. We are working on it, and we promise you that will be sorted in the next few moments. But the music playing in the background from Carl Clote featuring Joe Metal. It says Moko Bear. There is no one like unto our God. But share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages as well, wherever you might be. The Monday edition of the morning show. And to every one of you who was celebrating something, some celebrated birthdays, some celebrated weddings, some celebrated, there was all sort of celebrations going on. If you didn't celebrate anything, we say congratulations for that celebration. And as we say on this platform, we hope that Nigeria has not happened to you, and you are there ready to listen to us as well. Well, to all those who are listening to us in the U.S., especially in the Mississippi area, where there was that devastation that took place over the weekend, from that tornado, the tornado that swept past that part of the world. It's a very, very sad one, a serious one as well. But wherever you are, we want to say thank you very much for joining in. But we thank God that you are doing well, you are in good health. As a friend will say. So let me quickly just snip through some of the stories making the round this morning. Well, the government in the UK have decided that, well, all those little ones who causing mayhem in their societies and their communities, you are going to be punished. It's not incarceration, but hey, wearing some high viscose uniforms and maybe what do they call it, to go around and tidy up whatever mess that you've caused. It's not coming away from Starr Radio, okay? Also, Prince Harry is in town. He's in town doing what? Well, turns up to a high court in associated newspaper hearing. You know, interestingly, some of the ones who will have to appear in the court will be ones who have chastised their wife, Meghan. So it's going to be an interesting event that we're going to be looking at. Not sure how long that what do you call it, hearing is going to take place, but it's going to be here for some time. But the question is it going to be here for the king's inauguration or ascension to the throne? We're telling you more about that. But when it comes to the weather front here in London, it's going to be frosty start, as we've seen, generally fine and bright with sunny spells, although cloudier across western parts where a few daytime showers may develop, remaining dry elsewhere, light winds, cool but feeling pleasant in the sunshine. Maximum temperature 10 degrees. Tonight too, temperatures will falling away under clearer skies with overnight frost patches forming in rural parts or spots, as we say. Cloud will gradually thicken from the west with patchy rain reaching far western parts around dawn. Minimum temperature 3 degrees. It is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones. We are broadcasting live on all the social media platforms. For those of you who have been following us on the YouTube, don't use the Starr Radio channel, or use Starr Radio UK 1 YouTube page, and you will get us there as well. But we're transmitting live on our apps. If you have an Android phone or iOS, whichever it is, let's go to the App Store. Just type in Starr Radio Global. Will pop up, and you can also enjoy the program and everything that we bring you. This evening, exactly at 10 o'clock, reggae will be back in the house once again. Last week we had Dave West coming away with a reggae time. And tonight he's going to be back once again. That is all Starr Radio UK. But due to the late start of the program, I'll not be able to bring you all the communities that precedes the program. And Mr. Olaimi Koike is not going to be with us today, but he's posted some of the comments that I'm going to put in across this morning. So wherever you are, stay tuned, don't you go away. We'll play in the background how I did say. So let me give you some of the headlines once again. NLC reconsiders strike as CBN opens vote to banks. From Lagos to Enugu and Kano to Port Harcourt, there seems to be a breather at last for cash-strapped Nigerians. As part of the hitherto withheld banknotes made their ways to automated teller machines and banking halls for those who need cash. The question that I've been asking for the past few days and weeks have been the banks that were burnt down, destroyed because the central bank was not giving them enough cash to be able to serve their customers. Who is going to be paying for that? Someone will say, well, the insurance company is supposed to be insured. But it's the inactivity or inaction of the central bank that caused that. And of course, the government had to also be held for their involvement in that as well. But what do you think about all that? And it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Now, in other stories making the rounds as well, Mississippi faces more extreme weather after tornado kills 27. And Elon Musk puts Twitter value at just 20 billion. What is he up to? And security retired as Kenya braces for fresh protests despite ban. In other stories as well, North Korea fires short range ballistic missiles. In other stories as well, still in Nigeria, Oxfam orders renew calls for gender advancement through technology. And in celebrating some of ours, from Kano to London, Dantata is impacting optically in the optical industry through flagship Raven Vision software. If it's going to benefit our people or benefit people in general, why not? And then through ADN, I've created social enterprise startups to help African communities. Atiku has hailed UK envoy, says DSS must arrest Fani Kayode for inciting comments. Well, you know what Fani Kayode says? He said that, I think that Atiku was in bed with the military heads and they were planning a coup d'etat. But what do you think about all that? The DSS will not arrest their own, will they? I don't say that Fani Kayode belongs to the DSS. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Or wherever you are, it is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In Ghana as well, we have the vape of the United States of America visiting Ghana. And I heard some Ghanaians say that, well, her name is a mouthful, the R's and the L's. You know, in Ghana, we got a tribe who cannot actually, they don't do justice when it comes to that. So if you hail from that part of the world, we're going to mention the name of the vice president. You have to be very careful about that. So you don't L and R when you have to do it the other way around. So Kamala Harris is in town. Let me say good morning to Apostle Henry Bruce, because yesterday when he heard that, he was sending me information that, hey, you have to listen to it. The vice president, United States vice president, is in Ghana. And I was asking the question, what is it bringing to us? Or how is her visit to Ghana going to change anything? We had a whole president visiting, and what did he do? Rise on Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Stories making the rounds in Ghana as well. transaction only in 2 months of 2023 hit 264.1 billion Ghana cedis. So what profit has the government made on that? NDC flag bearership race. Mahama to be vetted today. Does he need a vetting? Interesting. He's been there. He's been running all this while. He's been a president before. Does he need a vetting? Well, he's already always in the public limelight. So why do we need to vet him? Well, they will say that it's the protocol and it has to be followed as well. But this all coming away from Starr Radio UK. There were consultations with minority over decision to reject 6 new ministers, Sami Jemfi says. And NDC flag bearership rates, as they say, well, it's only Mahama and Dr. What's the name of the doctor as well? But some people say that, well, he's popular, isn't he? Who is going to emerge as the presidential candidate? And Richard Ahiagba says that the NEC must engage IPAC as well. But the NDC is also condemning MPs who voted for the passing of the 6 ministerial appointees. In other stories as well, the Beige Bank case, Unaku has been accused of issuing misleading investment certificates to unsuspecting customers. A lot more going to be coming your way from there as well. It is all Starr Radio UK. But don't you forget, exactly at 12:30, we'll be taking you to Cyprus, where our own HRH Linda Palian is to bring you Career 101. So we take a quick break and continue to enjoy that music, and once we come back we will be looking at some of the other stories that we touch on in detail. Stay tuned, don't you go away. It is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Could they find
Hi, I'm Dr. Donald Palmer and I'm an immunologist. COVID-19 is still with us and making people ill every day, but it's not too late for all adults to book their first or second NHS COVID-19 vaccination. To get these vaccinations while they are still available and protect yourself and those around you, visit nhs.uk/COVID vaccination or call 119.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email and phone number. That's it, you're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Check me out. He tells me my energy is making him tired.
Yes!
How do you get the energy to do
I've been told that I have a lot of energy, but my goodness, I think today I have met my match, people. I have met my match, Miss Suzanne. Wow, amazing.
One of the things that's the start of digging the hole of darkness.
So what did that
Myself and the world in adjustments. And 2019.
Forget the proverbial boardroom. Join me, Simone Frazier, on the CEO, the program that gives you the driving seat over your life. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. only on Starr Radio.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820, or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy. Welcome back to the program. It is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let me apologize once again sincerely for the echoing that is going on. The technical team is working assiduously to address it. So please just bear with us if you are listening to us wherever you might be. It is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. All right. So now let's crack on. Those of you watching us on our YouTube channel, we apologize. The Starr Radio UK channel itself is not working. The other sister YouTube channel is working, and I know Koiki Media is also on it as well. So we know that you will be enjoying the program today. But let's crack on. Now, when it comes to some of the stories making the round this morning here in Nigeria, as I would have done if I had Mr. Olaimi Koiki on, but as I did say earlier on, due to one or two issues that he needs to see to this morning, he cannot join us. The NLC has is reconsidered strikes at CBN open votes, because the NLC was plotting or planning to go on a strike on Wednesday, but apparently information coming through said that from Lagos to Enugu and Kano to Port Harcourt, there seemed to be a breather at last for cash-strapped Nigerians as part of the hitherto withheld bank notes made their way to the automated teller machines and banking halls for those who need cash. As we all know, the story said the gradual easing could force the Nigerian Labour Congress, which had planned an industrial action on Wednesday to protest the naira scarcity, to retreat. The National Security and the National Executive Council of the NEC of the Congress will be meeting on Tuesday to reassess and review cash availability across the nation and finalize its strategies. The president of the NLC, Joe Ajaero, disclosed this to the Guardian yesterday. Ajaero said the NEC, the National Executive Council of the NLC, who would meet tomorrow, that is today, to review the situation and compliance by banks to alleviate the sufferings Nigerians are currently going through over the naira scarcity. But the question that I've been asking is, where is the naira? Where is the naira? And that is the question on the lips of most people. The new naira notes that were printed, where is it? So what was the purpose of doing all that? Going through all that for what? Well, maybe the CBN should be charged for financial loss to the state, or, well, the president was supporting the CBN chairman or governor all the way. So what do you think about all that? Well, lots more going to be coming your way from there, so stay tuned, don't you go away. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. The court has blocked your government account in 4 banks over 3.4 billion debt is one of the stories making the rounds there as well. A high court of the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja has blocked the Oyo State government account in 4 banks over 3.374 billion. No, 3.374 billion naira debt. Now, Justice A.O. Ebong, while ruling on a motion ex parte for garnishee order, issued an order attaching funds to the credit of the state government account in First Bank, United Bank for Africa, that's a UBA, and Wema Bank and Zenith Bank as well. Now, Justice Ebong ordered the banks to show cause why the order should not be made absolute. The ruling on the motion marked FCT blah 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 was delivered by the judge on March 2 and certified through copy. CDC was cited on Sunday in Abuja. The funds, according to court filings, are to settle the outstanding balance of the 3.37 billion naira owed. Okay then. So let me bring you one other, and then we'll move on from the updates from Nigeria as well. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And one story, why Africans need knowledge transfer more than grants by Aboyeji Gaim. And the story says the AFDB's $618 million tech startup investment Adeleke creates support decks for Osun innovators. Now it goes better to say the U.S. Vice President Harris promises great investment for Africa. With the rise of many startups in the technology and creative industries in Nigeria, the story says, on the continent, Africans have been urged to work more on providing solutions to problems rather than rely solely on remittance and grants from the diaspora. Speaking over the weekend at the African Diaspora Investment Summit, ADIS, organized by the African Diaspora Network, ADN, in Silicon Valley, California, United States, the CEO and general partner of the Fund for Africa's Future, that's Future Africa, Iyonoluwa Aboyeji, said over reliance on remittances from the diaspora without adequate scale up in human capital will limit Africa's progress into development. And when I was giving the headlines in Ghana, they were talking about 60 something billion remittance from the or bank transfer. Okay, yes, from January to February for the 2 months. So, and I was asking myself, what is government going to be getting out of that? But how does that better the lives of Ghanaians as a whole? It is what coming away from Starr Radio. Okay, it is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So now let's move on straight to some of the other stories making the rounds in other African countries as well. Now, Mauritanian police have arrested a man believed to be organizer of a jihadist prison escape. Then Sudan coup leaders urge troops to back democratic transition. Now, we had a problem where some of the groups were saying that they were not in favor of the decision that has been made or a deal that has been reached that the country is going to be transferred into a transitional democratic governance system thing. But we'll be telling you more about that. Now, Burkina Faso ordered suspension of broadcasting of France 24. I mean, Burkina Faso and Mali have been on the path of actually dismantling the French government system in that part of the world. But is it time for all the French countries to denounce or renounce their affiliation with their former colonial masters? What do you think? It's all coming your way. Now, Kenyan police on high alert as they brace for more anti-government protests. This is going to be coming your way. But let's move on straight to the latter. Now, it says that the police in Kenya were on high alert on Monday as they brace for a new round of anti-government protests as the opposition called on people to take to the streets every Monday and Thursday over the high cost of living. Now, despite the police ban, veteran opposition leader Raila Odinga on Sunday said Kenyans should join what he described as the mother of all demonstrations. Now, Odinga, after that, he would have by this time decided, you know what, let me go to my farm and then go and chill out and take things easy. But he seems to still be making lots of noise there. Well, they called the election foul, but the question was that they were the ones in government at the time. He was also a vice, and this one too was a vice, and they ended up two vice fighting, and one vice overcomes the other one. So, despite the police ban, veteran opposition leader Raila Odinga on Sunday said Kenyans should join what he described as the mother of all demonstrations. Last week, protests turned violent and saw parts of the my apologies. Okay, just bear with me. Okay. So last week, protests turned violent and saw parts of the capital in Nairobi paralyzed. There were running battles between riot police and demonstrators, both in the city and in opposition strongholds in western Kenya. Now, more than 200 people, including several senior opposition politicians, were arrested. Kenyans are facing high prices for food and other basic goods, as well as plunging local currency and a record drought that has left millions hungry. Now, President William Ruto took office more than 6 months ago after defeating Odinga in an election his rival claims was stolen. And that's what I was saying, that they were both vices or vice presidents in the last administration. Yet when one was beaten, it seemed that it was stolen. But what do you think about all that? So coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, in Mauritania, police have arrested man believed to be organizer of jihadist prison escaped. The story says that the police in Mauritania said on Monday they had arrested a man believed to be the organizer of the escape of 4 jihadist detainees from the central prison in the capital Nouakchott 3 weeks earlier. In a statement posted on Facebook, they said a team from the General Directorate of National Security had arrested Mohammed T, known as Abu Asama, in the city. Now, they said he had orchestrated the escape of 4 prisoners convicted of terrorist crimes and that he will be brought to justice after an investigation, but gave no further information about the man. Now, 5 days after the 4 men broke out of the prison on the 5th of March, one of them was detained alive while the other 3 were killed during attempts to recapture them. This included Salek Oud Sheikh Mamadou, who was considered particularly dangerous. He was sentenced to death in 2011 for attempted car bombings against President Mohamed Ould Abdel Aziz and the French embassy. Now, African authorities engaged in the anti-jihadist fight in Sahel believe him to be one of the organizers of the 2007 assassination of 4 French tourists in the southeast of Mauritania. It is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, now let's move on to some other stories making the rounds. One more from there before we move on to other parts of the world. It is the Monday edition of the morning show. And let's start off that one, of course. We'll bring you more on that front. Now, in the final segment of some of the other stories making the rounds there, the ruling junta in Burkina Faso on Monday ordered the suspension of France 24 broadcasting on its territory after an interview on the news channel with the leader of Al Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb in early March. By opening its airwaves to AQIM top leader, France 24 is not only acting as a communication agency for these terrorists, but is also providing a space for legitimizing terrorist actions and hate speech aimed at fulfilling the organization's evil intentions in Burkina Faso, said a statement signed by government spokesman Jean-Emmanuel Ouedraogo. Now, this said the government has therefore decided, in all responsibility and in the name of the higher interests of the nation, to suspend the broadcasting of France 24 programs throughout the national territory. Apologies. The statement said. It is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's take a quick break, and once we come back, I will be bringing you some of the stories making the rounds. We know that the U.S. Vice President is in Ghana. What is she selling? And are we ready to buy it? Or is she throwing something? Are they scared of the presence of the Russians and the Chinese on the African continent? Lots more going to be coming your way, so stay tuned. Don't you go away. Starr, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Hi, I'm Dr. Donald Palmer and I'm an immunologist. COVID-19 is still with us and making people ill every day, but it's not too late for all adults to book their first or second NHS COVID-19 vaccination. To get these vaccinations while they are still available and protect yourself and those around you, visit nhs.uk/COVID vaccination or call 119.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about Sendwave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clemens, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business. The show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Check me out. He tells me my energy is making him tired.
Yes!
How do you get the energy to do
I've been told that I have a lot of energy, but my goodness, I think today I have met my match, people. I have met my match, Miss Suzanne. Wow, amazing.
One of the things that's the start of digging the hole of darkness.
So what did that
Myself and the world in adjustment. And 2019.
Forget the proverbial boardroom. Join me, Simone Frazier, on the CEO, the program that gives you the driving seat over your life. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. only on Starr Radio.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820, or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Hi, I'm Dr. Donald Palmer and I'm an immunologist. COVID-19 is still with us and making people ill every day, but it's not too late for all adults to book their first or second NHS COVID-19 vaccination. To get these vaccinations while they are still available and protect yourself and those around you, visit nhs.uk/COVID vaccination or call 119.
Welcome back to the program. It is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time now to exactly 12 o'clock. So let me announce the lines open and wherever you are so you can join in as well. Now, if you want to join in the conversation this morning, yes, 0208-133-2257 or 580208-133-2257 or 58 or if you happen to be in the US, Canada, the Caribbean area, 001-718-303-2737, 001-718-303-2737. So whatever you do, make sure your dials are so logged on Star Radio UK. After all, it is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And then text 0753966174, 0753966174. Our Twitter handle is Star Radio UK. Email address is info@starradiouk.com. Let me say good morning to Vicky Newton. Vicky, I hope you are doing very, very well as well. KB and all the team on Star Radio UK. As I did announce earlier on, this evening exactly at 10 p.m. we'll be having the one and only Dave West on the show once again, where he's going to be bringing you nothing but the best in reggae music on the Conscious Reggae Time on Star Radio UK. So keep your dials logged on Star Radio UK. We're broadcasting live on all our social media platforms and also on our own apps. So you go to your app store, whether it's iOS or Android, just type in Star Radio UK, Star Radio Global, and it will pop up and you can do so. Alright then, so let's crack on to some of the stories making the rounds this morning, wherever you might be. And this time around, let me take you to Ghana. Ghana has recorded $752.8 million trade surplus in first 2 months of 2023. What were we trading in? Interesting. A mobile money transaction in only 2 months of 2023 hits 264.1 billion. So is a mobile money transaction better in Ghana than in Nigeria? That's a question on the lips of most people, because as we were seeing what was happening in Nigeria, it looks like the government wanted to make it a cashless society. However, when it comes to internet connectivity and all the other logistics that need to have such a platform working very well, were not in place. Because Yomi did say the other time that he wanted to send some money out, and what happened was when he sent the money, it took almost about 5 days for the money to get to its destination. Let me put it that way. So you ask yourself the question, what is that all about? But wherever you are, it is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London as well. So make sure you continue to listen to us as we bring you everything that you got to know when it comes to just bringing you the live broadcast. Okay, now we're transmitting live on the Star Radio UK. Okay, live broadcast. That is on the YouTube. So if you are looking for us on the Star Radio UK channel, you wouldn't get us there. It is the Star Radio UK. Just go to Star Radio UK and you'll get us live on that one as well. So let's move on to some other stories making the rounds this morning. Okay, so in Ghana now, the country recorded 752.8 million trade surplus in the first 2 months of 2023. How does that benefit the country as a whole? The Ghana recorded a trade surplus of 752.8 million in the first 2 months of 2023, about 1% of gross domestic product. Data from the Bank of Ghana has disclosed. Now, this is far more than the surplus 205.8 million recorded during the same period in 2021. The significant growth in trade surplus was due to significant proceeds from gold exports, while net imports also fell. Now, importantly, total exports in the first 2 months of 2023 went up by 11.19% year on year to 2.76 billion. Now, total exports for the first 2 months in 2022 was 2.48 billion there as well. And the crude oil exports in February 2022 stood at 562.6 million, lower than the 688.8 million recorded in February 2022. This is mainly due to price effects, as the crude oil price has gone down significantly from over $100 to about $73. Now, on gold, gold exports was up 35% to 1.11 billion. Now, gold export earnings, however, went up by 35.7% to 1.1 billion, supported by increased production volumes triggered by the positive response from small-scale gold exporters. Where are they getting all those gold from? Is it from the main mining areas? Is it, or is from the Galamsey? What exactly is happening? Now, cocoa receipts also went up by 11.63% year to year to $546 million in February to 2023. Now, this is despite lower prices and low cocoa purchases. All right, then. So that's some of the news there from Ghana to you as well. But let's move on straight to some other stories making the rounds this morning. The NEC flag bearership competition is going on, and we have the former president John Dramani Mahama will be vetted by the National Democratic Congress flag bearership contest today. The vetting is expected to commence at 10 a.m. and at the party's headquarters in Accra. This is according to publicity material issued by Mahama communications team. Ahead of the exercise, the chairman of the election committee of the party, Kakra Asamoah, has said the committee will thoroughly vet the aspirant on their qualifications for the position, ideologies, and visions for the party. I think this has been a wonderful experience. They came to file their nominations, and you can see that it was an exciting ceremony. Now, the next step is the vetting. The presidential will take place on Tuesday, and the parliamentary vetting will be the next 2 weeks, probably the first week of April. We are working towards that, he said. The other aspirants are former Finance Minister Dr. Kwabena Dufo, former Kumasi Mayor Kojo Bonsu, and businessman Ernest Kweku Kobia have successfully filed their nominations. But if you're listening to us, who do you think is in pole position? The former president John Dramani Mahama, who has been there, he's seen it, done it, and everything. Now, do you think he's the one who is going to chop the success, or are we going to see any of his rivals now trying to outwit him? What do you think about all that? It's all going to be coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Is there a chance that he can lose it? Okay. Now, as I did say earlier on, the Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris, is meeting the President of Ghana on a live broadcast that is going on at the moment. Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris, is set to meet President Akufo-Addo. This meeting is part of the 3-day diplomatic tour of Madam Harris in Ghana. The leaders are expected to discuss issues that will deepen the bilateral relations between their two countries. Now, it goes on further to say that, well, as he promised that Africa is a place where investments are to take place, because the next phase, or I'll be looking at world events, Africa is the place to be in the next few years to come. But what do you think about all that? More going to be coming your way from there. It is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Because we are pressed with time, I will cross over straight to my colleague, Mr. Frank Davis, who is also in the house. And let me say, Frank, good afternoon to you.
Afternoon, Archie. Good afternoon. Is it afternoon or morning?
Afternoon.
I have one clock that is backwards. Afternoon to everyone listening to us.
Yes. How are you? And I know that we've had a very busy morning. So
it's been a tough morning, but hey, we are surviving. Problems will come. Your ability to solve
it is what matters.
What matters. Yeah. So we've crossed big hurdle. So
okay. Good. Let's quickly crack on to some of the stories making the round. Kamala Harris in Ghana.
Right.
Now, how is it going to impact the country? I mean, I'm looking at Russia making a lot of noise on the African continent, the Sahel region especially. We have the Chinese investing lots of money in Africa. Is that why America is coming there? Because they've been all there all this while. What have we actually seen? How has it benefited us?
Actually, for me, Africa remains the continent everyone wants to use. Yes. To achieve their own goals. Everything that is going on today, Kamala Harris visiting and other things. I mean, at the end of the day, she's not going to be the first U.S. Leader who have visited Ghana. We know Obama even visited, Clinton visited, and all those who have visited. Yes, we have a bit of relationship that goes. They have a bit of access, influence over certain IMF that we are now. But for US, and again for allowing them to set up their military base and others that we should not be thinking of and we should have allowed, probably Ghana wouldn't have even been qualifying for whatever, probably the credit facility we are enjoying. So basically there's a bit of leverage. But actually, let's be frank, everything that is going on now is geopolitics. It all has to do with China. I mean, if you look at it, has to do with trade. It has to do, the first and the foremost is about trade. Whether it's military that you look, is about trade. Let me veer off a little bit. If you go to Ghana now, Huawei, which is the telecom battle, is now giving way because there's pressure from the US market. Compliance, I mean, because of compliance, equipment that goes into your production line, whatever, is becoming a problem. So it's about trade that you will step up, we step back, and China is taking over. Russia now strategically is becoming very strong within the Sahel region. The French, who we actually allotted the French enclave of West Africa to control it for the West. The French are now losing the grips. How do we enter there and be able to use Ghana as a gateway now that we have a good military base over there? I think it's not about trade and it's not about politics. But the question you ask, how are we benefiting? A few bilateral agreements, a few monies will come over here. Apart from that, that is it. Will it change our fortunes? I said no. Is it going to change? Well, it creates an opportunity for us to change our fortunes. But are we ready to take advantage of it? I mean, it will come with strings, but are we? If you look at our companies in Ghana, a lot of companies, you look at Kufuor's time where there were Agua. How many of us have taken advantage of it? We didn't take it because we don't even have what it takes to take advantage of that. So sometimes again we sign some of this agreement, we get into some of the discussion, and then there are only headlines without us. I mean, we're talking about connectivity now. The US has announced a huge 500 million, what do you call it, project towards digitization. Why? Because they know now cheap tablets and others are coming from US. So what they are coming from China. So what they want to do, can American companies step up with this aid and produce some of these things to African countries? Actually, it's all about trade. If you look at their US DT, which part of the commerce, their commerce department, they have a huge fund and grant over there. I was on a call last week. And one part that they're looking at is connectivity, because you know the future is about connectivity. It's about that. So at the end of the day, they are stepping in there. Over the weekend or last week, we started hearing noise about TikTok. Actually, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, are they not social media?
They are.
Okay. Why are we not picking on TikTok?
Because we think that it belongs to the Chinese.
It belongs to the Chinese.
So they are harnessing our information.
The fear factor that they are harnessing our data. What? I mean, is Silicon Valley not harnessing our data? Is Facebook not harnessing our data? Is Google not harnessing our data? you and I, our data.
Yeah.
When Google takes it, and what the difference between Google taking it or TikTok taking it?
I think one of the things that they are trying to look at is when it comes to authoritarian rule and when it comes to democracy, where somebody can say, "Let me take you to court."
Take us to court. TikTok will have all registered offices across the globe, right? The app. How many times have we taken Facebook to court? Don't they abuse our data every day?
Yeah.
It's all about trade. TikTok was not a threat until it became one of the most popular things on the globe. Right? It's the growth rate of TikTok is surpasses Facebook and any other thing. Facebook now is advertising for people to join it. It used not to. Actively advertising. Are you getting me? So it's all about trade. It's all about trade. And Huawei, our data, and actually 70% of iPhones that are used, about 350 million of iPhones that are produced in China.
Yeah.
So if Chinese want to get our data, don't you think they will plant something in that iPhone? Alright? We manufacture your iPhone. We manufacture your vehicle. And you are saying we are a threat. Don't you think we can put something in there to gather the information?
Without your knowledge, and then we can pick all the information that we want.
If really we are a threat, we could have done that. It's only because iPhone is owned by the US.
Yes, so that's okay.
It's okay. The business and others, the tax and everything goes to them. Apart from that, it has to be US, has to be the West, or if not, it's not good. I get so. Harris going there for me is about trade mission. That to tell you the Chinese and these the Russians. They say the Russians are pushing.
Yeah.
So it's all about geopolitics and power control. US is that it's going down. That's what they are doing. And then they are lobbying. How do we get, if we expand the Security Council, are you going to continuously vote for whoever we want?
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Are you going to be part of those of us who support what they call Israel, even if they go committee murder? Are you getting me? It's about trade.
Well, listen, let's start ready. Mr. Frank Davis there for you. But let's look at we got just a few minutes, but let's look at events that took place or that have been taking place in the Sahel area.
Yeah.
Especially you talk about Mali, you talk about Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
Now Burkina Faso have decided to say that look, you the France 24 network gave air to a jihadist group in the Sahel region who they have been fighting with. Okay, and because they said that already before that, we know that they are getting rid of the French military who were there assisting them, and they're doing so much to cut ties with the former colonial masters. Now, going one step further to stop their broadcast there, do you think, looking at it, is it time that they are trying to sever relationship with their all those French countries, and that will foster some unity among the ECOWAS region that so far that brought about we not being able to progress?
Actually, media has power. And media has a lot of influence. If you look at BBC, take BBC for instance, globally it has stations, BBC World Service, and they use it to brainwash people. They use it. Actually, you ask yourself, why was what do you call it? This radio station, Iranian Press TV. Why was it closed down? Press TV was closed down because the UK government thinks that they broadcasted information that is unwholesome, not good for UK society, right?
Yeah.
Why should we be allowing a terrorist group? I've always maintained that this jihadist Boko Haram and the French must be held responsible. If you look at what happened in Nigeria, when the Boko Haram that were being sought by the government were being seen to be fed, being given medication by the so-called French what do you call it?
One of those charities. I've gotten the name. Yeah.
If the US, if the UK declares a group a terrorist group, and they see you helping them, what do? You are also punished.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
If you look at Shemima Begum or whatever, they say what association with. That's right.
Yeah,
even a citizenship is being withdrawn from her. Why should we then allow a radio station to be given airtime airtime
interview somebody.
to interview jihadists in a way that pleases them. Actually, yes, someone say, oh, we want to hear them, we want to see their concerns, and so what? I mean, actually, for me, do you think we can go and be giving airtime, airspace to what they call it, a terrorist group in this country?
No way.
Are you getting me?
They will block your this in the
When was the
street.
last time you heard a media group interviewing even what they call it, the fascists in this country?
No.
They don't do it. Are you getting me? So if the French want to use the what they call it, their broadcasting channel to basically, I mean, give airtime, promote jihadists and that, I mean, if they go, the Malian goes, I support them fully. I think they're doing what I think we should have been doing long time. For long, we've actually put ourselves in a position where these guys can come do whatever they dictate to us. For me, what is going on today, I'm so happy. At least, if anything at all, let's come to the table and renegotiate. Our relationship must not be built on what it used to be 70 years ago. We have changed. So as at the time you colonized that and you were giving us independence, the terms of that agreement must not and should not be what we actually should be relying on today. So if you still want, because the dynamics have changed, if you still want us to be your friend, to be a partner, to be this, then we must have to renegotiate. You cannot continue to say that a contract in my country, you should be the first choice. If we cannot get a French company to do the job, that is before you can come. We cannot say that, okay, our exports, the first destination of all our exports must be to the French masters. If we cannot buy them before it goes to other markets, and there, when we even finish selling them the hard currency, because you are not good, you cannot manage your money, we keep the money, and then we keep it in basically in secret safes for you. But when you need money, you come and borrow against your own money.
You pay
interest. Actually, it's madness. It is madness. So for me, if whatever they do is going to help reset the button of our relationship with the West, so be it. And the French in particular, they've been very, very diabolic in that region. So for me, they should go.
Now, do you think that that's going to, benefit the ECOWAS, the formation? Because we're looking at the single current.
No, it's not going to benefit. Actually, don't waste your time, because certain leaders are bought. Akufo-Addo is bought. Yadema is bought. So how is it going to benefit? And they all form part of ECOWAS. Divide and rule still continues. Right? So it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. If you have leaders that are bought, how are you going to progress? Yadema is bought, right? Yadema is one of those. Those bought guys. Akufo-Addo is bought. Akufo-Addo now, what they call begging for US to help. Do you think they're going to take it? When was the last time you saw him? Meanwhile, they went for oil from Russia.
That is business.
So actually, that is not going to happen. Until we have more countries beginning to understand that, look, we need to reset that. We're not saying relationship. We cannot do it alone. We need help. We need collaboration. We need to speak to. There are certain things that we cannot reinvent the wheel. We need their collaboration. But if that collaboration is going to be built or based on what it used to be, where we were weak and very, very weak, although today we are still very, very weak, and for 67, almost 70 years, we've not actually achieved the goals that we set for ourselves, and we think that we should maintain the status quo and we will progress. It's not going to work. Something has to change.
Well, something has to change, and what is it going to be? Well, our leaders, he said some of them have been bought, but what do you think about all that? Starr Radio UK. We're going to have 6 minutes. 6 minutes, so that we can just cross over to Cyprus, where HRH Linda Palian is. But I promise you one thing for sure, that tomorrow we're going to bring you a full program where you're going to be able to enjoy everything that we got to say here. But here in the UK, the SNP to announce Nicola Sturgeon's successor. Now, after how many years? 8 years of being the leadership of the SNP, Nicola Sturgeon today will have someone replacing her. But Frank, a quick one. She has been a strong person. I look at her and I look at people in Nigeria. I look at Namdi Kano, I look at Chief Sandego, people who are standing for the fact that, look, we think that we are not being treated fairly, that something has to be done about it. But after that, everything that she's done now, it looks to be as if she did not achieve what she really wanted to. But what would be the legacy of Nicola Sturgeon?
Actually, she's a very strong woman in Scotland politics. Yes, we do know the goal she set for herself, which was to pull the Scotland out from the union. That was not basically achieved. Alex Salmond started. I mean, they started. Alex Salmond tried. She took over, but she couldn't. And I know that would have been her ultimate pride. But if you listen to a lot of people that I mean, those who are contesting now, you see that none of them have departed from that course. They are pushing, even some with the agenda of SNP. They are pushing it and pushing it now. Even some people want it that is too late. I think she'll be remembered for, I mean, from what I said, someone who talks tough and who want to push. And if you look at the way she dealt with Gordon Brown, the way she dealt with what do you call it, even David Cameron and other things. You look at the way she dealt with what do you call it, my Uncle Corbyn. I mean, she is a very tough woman, and when history of Scotland is written, especially when they get their independence, I think she'll be remembered.
Okay. So this afternoon it will be announced. We will know exactly who is going to be the next leader of the SNP. As I say, we're going to be rushing through the last story, and this pertains to Frank's favorite politician when it comes to the UK. He says he's a man of the people. Jeremy Corbyn is too Labour to vote on banning ex-leader standing as a candidate. Now, Labour's governing body is set to vote on proposal to officially ban Jeremy Corbyn from standing as a Labour candidate as the next general election. Now, Sir Keir Starmer has tabled a motion at Tuesday's meeting of Labour's National Executive Committee that will prevent the parties endorsing Mr. Corbyn. Now, Mr. Corbyn is suspended from being a Labour MP and sits as an independent following a row over anti-Semitism. Now, we know Keir Starmer came in trying to flex his muscle to say that, look, I'm the one dealing with anti-Semitism, blah, 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 and everything. As whether that is, paying off or not. But to go another step, to ban Jeremy Corbyn, is it not actually putting a spanner in their own web to get to number 10 as well?
You see, I don't know what is. I think Keir Starmer is pushing battles that should not, in my view, should be left untouched for now. Look, you claim you suspended the person, which for me was a step too far. In my view, was a step too far. At the end of the day, if you look at even the way conservatives handled the accusation about Islamophobia and other things, now Keir Starmer is actually playing to the right, to the right hand side of politics, trying to position himself like Tony Blair did. But you see, Tony Blair time is different from where we are. If you look at John Major, when John Major came in, how the country was, and Tony Blair coming in, they needed, because it was more of an extreme right. You wouldn't call David Cameron, you will not call Boris Johnson as those extreme right wing politicians. You will not. And now, if you look at programs that have been ruled out, a lot of them have a lot of concessions that are being. So, if you want to position yourself to the right of the divide before you can win, I don't think it's going to happen for them. If I were Jeremy Corbyn, fine, you can do whatever, and I'll stand as independent candidate. I can split the vote.
Yeah, that is a problem.
If I split the vote, you lose one seat. I think it's a step too far. That's in my opinion. But actually, They run the party. They know what they want to do. It's up to them.
Well, if you look at the momentum that Jeremy Corbyn was carrying at the time when they went for that election,
it went down.
Yeah.
But for them, but for their own people, Jeremy Corbyn would have won that election. Jeremy Corbyn would have won that election. You know? Hey, here we are.
Okay, listeners, we have to bring the program to the first part of the program to a close. We're going to be taking you to Cyprus. But Frank, before we move on,
actually, it's been a very hard morning. Let me just say good afternoon.
Okay, so good afternoon to you all. But don't you go away. We are taking you straight to Cyprus, where our own HRH Linda Pallian is, where she's going to be bringing you Career 101. So stay tuned. Don't you go away. A quick commercial, and then we'll bring you that. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Dr. Donald Palmer, and I'm an immunologist. COVID-19 is still with us and making people ill every day, but it's not too late for all adults to book their first or second NHS COVID-19 vaccination. To get these vaccinations while they are still available and protect yourself and those around you, visit nhs.uk/COVID vaccination or call 119.
We're sure that you are feeling much better today.
Definitely.
Great.
Thank you so much for bearing with me.
Great. Okay, now what are we looking at today?
So today, actually, and this is a great question, we're looking at the one factor that determines success. And actually, we've alluded to this, the one factor that determines success.
Okay.
We alluded to this when we answered the question about Trump and Boris Johnson.
Okay.
And this to me is, well, actually, what do you think it is? Listeners, phone in. I want your input.
Yeah, we want to know what you really think determines success.
Yeah, what do you think
I believe that not quitting. It doesn't matter. Just sticking to it. By the time somebody will tell you are sticking to it, you know that we are going into an abyss. You say you are still sticking to it, you will die.
Yeah, definitely. And I think this goes beyond careers. And for me, it's the mindset, believing that you can.
Yeah.
Or having that will and conviction to see a goal that you've set for yourself through. I think mindset will trump everything.
Okay.
And I mean, this has come about. Someone close to me got diagnosed with a terminal illness, so I've been researching about these things, and a lot of us are affected by loved ones who get these death sentences every day, and what makes other people survivors and what makes other people succumb to it. And it's definitely mindset, because it's putting that fear in you that makes you crippled and powerless and not try other things and almost start giving up already. I was reading about a case study of a hypochondriac lady who had a motor neuron disease, and she believed she had it for ages, and then eventually she was told she didn't.
Wow.
Right? But she believed that for ages, and it stopped her from doing other things. So then she started to feel ill again because she was like, I have to have something. It hasn't been motor neurons, and they did.
Yeah, so it's all mindset. It's all in the head.
Exactly.
Wow.
So more tests, and then they told her she had cancer, and she was dead within 4 days of that diagnosis.
Wow.
Right, 4 days. She was looking for a reason to get leave and to get out, and she found the justification she needed to get out. And this is a bit of a morbid issue, but when we talk about careers and your job, I think the same thing plays into this. And I've had a bit of a celebration week, actually, like a really good week.
Yeah.
Where 3 of my clients have done exceptionally well.
Oh, okay.
You know,
congratulations.
these are people who I worked on normally, but we've really worked on mindset. So when you don't get the job, when you what stops you applying for the promotion that you deserve?
Yeah.
You know, where if you're making excuses about I'm too young to do this, I'm too old, I probably need a bit more experience to do this, and you're stopping yourself from going for that which you know that you can do and excel in. You know, you're like, how does someone so young and so inexperienced get that promotion? You know? And for you, in your reality, it's impossible. So then you haven't worked towards it because you know subconsciously, and I say you know in inverted commas, you've told yourself and you believe that, and the brain wants to be right. So for you, it's fact and it's in your reality.
Interesting. Listeners, it is Starr Radio UK. It is the Career 101 program with HRH Linda Palian, all the way from Cyprus, making sure that she cheers you all the way through your career, advising you what to do and where to go. But you want to share with us what your take has been on our discussion this morning or this afternoon, feel free to do so. You can call us on 0208-133-2257, 0208-133-2257 or 58. You might be in the US or Canada, wherever you are listening to us. In the US or Canada, is 001718303273, 001718303273. Text or WhatsApp is 0753966174, 0753966174. Our Twitter handle is Starr Radio UK, and our email address is info@starradiouk.com. Today we are looking at the one factor that determines success. What do you think that is? Let's come back to Linda once again. Hello, Linda.
Hello. So I'll give you a practical example. This is one of my clients that's been working in the charity sector for migrants. She's been working with migrant workers, and she's been doing this for the last 10 years in London. And bear in mind the cost of living in London. On barely livable wage, so she was on 25,000, which to some people is enough. Again, depending on what your mindset or your blueprint and thermostat is. But the level and quality of work that she was doing, she'd been underpaid for someone with 10 years experience. And I'm not talking about someone that does a 9 to 5. This is somebody that's organizing events with worldwide celebrities and raising millions.
Wow. And was earning only 25.
Absolutely. Gosh. But her mindset was in nobody has money, it's badly paid, but actually she's making a difference in the area that she loves, so it's okay to be underpaid, you know, because at least she hasn't sold herself and her soul to the corporate. You know, and this unconsciously was her belief. So she'd never even asked for a pay rise. She'd never even renegotiated her salary in the 10 years she'd been there. Of course, she's had incremental pay rises to 25k. Over the years. But she believed that that's standard, and because of that, it held her back financially. Money is not something, but it's a huge, important measure of success when we talk about careers in business. So we can talk about money mindset as a separate issue, but we need to start recognizing the importance that plays and how that related to mindset. So this client, we've been going back and forth, and she identified a job that it's the same job that she does, same job, same sector, same industry, but with a salary that she thought would make her life a little bit easier. All the traveling and the late nights and the working around the clock easier. So we did that, made her CV and application, went for a job, And I kid you not, 28k
Wow.
pay rise for doing the same job.
28k pay rise.
Yes.
Wow.
So going from 25 to over 50.
Yeah.
Right, and for the same job. But the thing that has changed is her mindset.
Okay.
Okay, believing that it's possible for her and that she deserves this. So when we talk about mindset with careers, a lot of people think, oh, it's a bit of an abstract concept and actually show me the money.
Yeah.
But this translates into show me the big money. Right? As soon as you believe it's possible, you've won. You're halfway there. And now it's how do I do it? And the how is what we can easily do together. The how is what you can easily do by yourself together. It changes the mindset that you need to recognize what belief system you have and then adopt other belief systems that serve you. So it's not the economy. I mean, I hear people say, everywhere is the same. You meet good and bad colleagues. Why change the job? And now you're going to go through the job process again. Or actually, nobody's hiring people with children. There's this learned helplessness, that we resolve to take action, because taking action and taking responsibility is harder than staying the same and blaming an external party. So mindset plays a huge role in your career, in your business. It depends how much you charge, how much value you place on the service and the product you offer, how much value you place on all the experience that you already have, has to do with your mindset.
Wow. Listen at Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, with HRH Linda Palian all the way from Cyprus, bringing you Career 101. Today we're looking at the one factor that determines success. Okay, and we've come to understand that it is mindset. Now, Linda, someone might be listening to us this afternoon and thinking, oh yes, you whipped up my interest, I can do something about it. But how do they go about changing their mindset? Because it's all, somebody say it's all in there. How do you change your mindset?
So first, recognize what your mindset is, and the way you can do it is to question what you believe. So, for example, why in the careers context, because this is Career 101 on the radio, why are you in the job that you're in now?
Okay.
Do you believe that you're supposed to be here? Do you believe that there's better? Do you understand why you're being paid a salary? How much do you think you can earn more? Or is it even possible? Start asking questions about the things that you believe are everyday and normal and standard. Start questioning your beliefs and say, well, could I be this person that ends this? Can I really be boss one day? Because then you'll get the truth to you. I mean, we can kid ourselves, but you'll know how firmly or how strongly you believe in something. And once you understand it, you can work towards it. So sometimes people do affirmations, say, I am the best, I am the winner, I've already won. Those are affirmations, and they tell themselves until they start to believe it naturally.
Okay.
So and I do this with my clients, we build a vision board, and actually I have one. I've used myself as an example, as embarrassing as this is.
No, that's okay.
In my office, I have a picture of my mentors or my heroes, for example. So I have a big placard that shows the likes of Michelle Obama, Oprah Winfrey, in a big blown up picture, and it looks like we went to an event together. And this is me seeing myself as that person, and then I'll ask myself, how would I behave if I was this person already. Future, so you're practicing what is called back from the future thinking.
Okay.
You know, you're seeing it happen already.
Okay.
And actually, I do this with my friend. One of my friends has panic attacks because she thinks that she's going to die young. So I always make her envision seeing herself as an old lady with her kids, and some of those computer programs that makes you old, so you can sort of form that vivid picture that reverses that thinking. So you can apply it in your careers. You can apply it. What they always say, dress for the job that you want as well. That again, is you starting to reverse that mindset.
Interesting.
When I worked at McDonald's, there was a guy, and this was in my school days. There was a guy in McDonald's that always wore a suit to work. I don't know where he is now. People used to laugh at him. Yet he had a suit and yellow gold pins on the suit, and he would wear it to work before he got changed.
Wow.
You know, when you look at this guy and you think he's missing a few screws. I see that now, right? It's not the Sultan of somewhere.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yes, and there's a lot of ways to start changing your mindset, and visualization is a powerful one, whichever way you decide to do it.
I know some people are listening to us, those who are Christians or religious, let me put it that way. If you study this Abraham, it talks about the fact that God called him out one day or one night after the nephew Lot has left, and then he has just decided that he should take place at the grounds where it's all stony or rocky, that you cannot sow anything. Then God told him, look up, and he said, as far as you see, that's what I will give you. So, like you are saying, vision is very, very, very important. And even when it comes to the faith that we talk about, you have to be able to see those things and bring them into reality. So if you can't see yourself as being big or being great, or then that mindset, I bet you that you'll be far away from that success that we are talking about.
I'm glad you mentioned faith, because the whole practice of faith and religion based on something you can't see. You know, and in the Bible says if you have the faith of a mustard seed, and you look at the mustard seed and think, wow, is that how little faith?
Little. If you can get a little like that, wow.
You're believing in this thing, whether it's God, the universe, Jesus, whatever. You believe without doubt, without questioning, something that you can't see, and calling it into reality. And you can do that and manifest that in every aspect of your life, in your career, in your work, in your relationship. We were joking about people describing their future partners and making this long list of what my future partner
should be like.
People done it as well, and apply it to your careers, please. You need to, and always question: do I believe it? Do I deserve this? Is that better? Can I manifest better?
Wow. Okay, listeners, if we want to go on, we'll go on and on and on and on and on. But you want to know much more from Linda, my HRH? She can be your cheerleader as well. She'll put a contact across and listen to it. Get in touch with her. Maybe you're going to uni now, maybe you have just entered sixth form, or maybe you're looking for a new job, you're not very sure. The other time I was having a chat with one of the young ones at church, and I was asking, what do you want to be in that? He said, I don't know. And I was like, because at that age, when I was like, I knew exactly what I wanted to be. Okay?
Right.
Yes, but at that age, she is saying that she didn't have a clue. So if you are in that category, or you're a parent and you know your kids, we've been asking them, what do you want to do, and they cannot answer those questions, please get in touch with Linda. My HRH, can you put the contact across, please?
Absolutely. So as you said, I specialize in exploring your career options. And actually, if you don't know what you want to do, or you're confused, or you think I want to do a career change, there's only 6 steps to finding out and getting absolute clarity in what to do. So please, if not for anything at all, get in touch with free source, the 6 steps that will give you the absolute certainty you need to be able to choose a career, go into a particular career, evaluate, start business, evaluate your investment options, etc. 6 steps. Everybody can do it. My details as at my chair Linda. You can find me on Facebook page at my chair Linda. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. There's lots of resources on YouTube. You can also find me on LinkedIn, Linda Passion, and then in bracket, my chair Linda. My chair Linda is all one word, MyCheerLinda.
Wow. Linda, let me say thank you once again. But before we go, what do you want to tell listeners?
My pleasure. Hang in there, you can do it. If you believe you can, and if you have a dream and a vision of yourself that you can do it, and you're seeing this, it means that that's what you're supposed to be doing. So stop making excuses and do this, whatever it takes, whether it's working with me to achieve this or working with a mentor. Do it, but do something.
Wow. Do it, but do something. Linda, once again, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure when we have you on, because we know our listeners cherish it so greatly. Our regards to Mr. Palian, and we say have a lovely week.
You too. Thanks for having me on the show as always.
You're welcome. All right. Bye for now. Okay, listeners, that was HRH.
In your car,
at work,
at home,
on your smartphone.
The problem of Africa is the elite. Who run things, who run things, who run things. The problem of Africa is the elite. Who run things, who run things, who run things. Them all go to university. Universities award them degrees. Big degrees. Degrees. Big degrees. MSc in stealing. Bachelor of Arts.
Thanks for listening.
Masters.
Thanks for listening.
MSc in corruption. Bachelor of Science in nepotism. MSc in forgery. Bachelor of Arts